Hi friends, I'm back to do sort of a different video. I'm going to show you guys all the physical arcs that are coming out in 2023 that are in my TBR and my collection that I've gathered from the various conventions that I've gone to. This is the second time filming this, so they might be a little bit out of order. You might see my puppy. She's over there. But I have Made of Stars by Jenna Voorhees. This is a Bonnie and Clyde inspired love story set in space, and it comes out in March 2023. And if I remember where I got this, at New York City Comic Con, it was a drop. Lucha in the Night Forest by Taylor K. Mejia comes out in March, and this is, I'll just show you guys the back, a scorn guard, a mysterious acolyte, a forgetting drug, a dangerous forest. One girl caught between freedom she's always wanted and a sister she can't bear to leave behind. I love like a magical twist, sort of, and this one definitely has that. I also have Blood Debts by Terry Benton Walker, which comes out in April, and this is a 30 years after the greatest magical massacre in the city's history, a rightful heirs of a stolen throne set out to right the wrongs in their family's past and bring about the justice they're owed. That sounds really, really good. I got this from New York City Comic Con because I bought a book and I got one. It was one of the only YA books that was available. And then I talked about the last couple in yesterday's video, so I'm going to talk about them very, very briefly. A Self-Save Medal by Brittany Ann Williams, which is a Fae-inspired story set in Shakespearean time, and this comes out in April. Queen Among the Dead comes out in January, and this is a Celtic YA fantasy, which is inspired by the legend of the first true queen of Ireland. Sorry, my puppy, she's available and present and accounted for, but she's over there. And also, I talked about Delicious Monsters by Liselle Sandberg. This is her paranormal fantasy debut, which I'm super excited for, and this comes out in February. So now let's get to the other fantasy books I have on my TBR. So the next stack of books is Spellbound by F.T. Lukens. This comes out in April. I got this as a trade, I think. But this Carry On meets Raven Boys in this brand new contemporary fantasy from the New York best-time-selling author So This Is Ever After. And this is a magic themed story. So his previous two I really enjoyed. Definitely going to be a new favorite author of 2022. Sneak peek for that video. But this one has to do with more magic, and I'm really excited for it. I also, from Meowfest, got Last Violent Call by Chloe Gong. This is the short story collection from the world of These Violent Delights, and I do want to read this after I finish the end of that series and start Our Lady Fell Fortune, which I still have on my TBR, so stay tuned for that. But this is a short story collection. Chaos and Flame by Tessa Gradden and Justina Ireland. Sworn Enemies, Bound by Prophecy, An Orphan Set in Revenge of the Murder, a war prince who despises battle, and they must work together. And I love books like with those elements, so I'm really excited, and this comes out in March, and I got this from Comic-Con. Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross comes out in April, and this is two young rival journalists find love through a magical connection. They must face the depths of hell in a war among the gods to seal their fate forever. And the comp title is Shadow and Bone Meets Lore. Comes out in April. I'm super excited. I have a lot of books by Rebecca Ross that I would like to read, so maybe I'll do a reading vlog. She has YA, she has adult, so this one seems perfect for me as well. This one is a super early one. It's from Quirk, and it comes out in July. And it's called Stars Hide Your Fires by Jessica Mary Best. And it's a wanted thief, a murdered emperor, a killer somewhere on the station. Knives Out goes sci-fi in this gripping YA mystery set in space. So I'm excited. I want to read more science fiction for sure. So this might be featured in a reading vlog. Keep a nose out. These Delicious Dark by Kayla Cunningham. She wrote My Dearest Dark. And this is four best friends would hunger for human flesh, attend a music festival where they discover a murderous plot. I want to read My Dearest Dark, but this seems more zombie-ish, so I'm excited, and it comes out in April. Right, perfect for summer horror, so I'm excited. And then another horror book, Harvest House by Cynthia Latish Smith, takes place on an Indian reservation, I think, and they're working a haunted house. So those are the YA fantasy books that are on my TBR for 2023 that I already have physical copies of. And now let's get to the contemporary version, the contemporary stack, which I'm super excited for most of these. Let's get into it. So the next couple of books is two stacks. One is YA contemporaries and one is YA mystery thrillers. And then I have a small stack of middle grade. So Begin Again by Emma Lord is the new one. This one's set in like college, which I think is new for her. And I think she's like wants to be a self-help figure. But I think things in this new competitive college does not go as planned for her. So I love books about self-discovery. I think this cover is super cute, and I've loved all of Emma Lord's other books. Never Vacation with Your S by Emily Weberly and Austin Sigmund Broca. I'm really excited for as well. I got this. Thank you, Sarah. She got this for me at Comic-Con because I was unable to go that day because I had to work. But this comes also out in April. So, and then This Time Is Real by Anna Lang is a Scholastic read, and I think she has to like, she's like, an essay about meeting the love of her life goes wild, and she needs to like fake date an actor, I think, which is fun. I love books about like Hollywood and stuff like that, like fake dating. So yeah, this one sounds cute, and it comes out in February, right in time for Valentine's Day. I also have Forget Me Not by Allison Dedrick. This is the co-author of She Gets the Girl. This is about an LGBTQ plus couple, and one of them loses their memory, and they have to sort of navigate that and trying to get their memories back. So I'm excited for this one. It sounds really, really cute. Comes out in April, and this is her solo debut. And then we have Throwback, a novel by Maureen Gu. I've had this for so long. I had this at ALA. They were dropping books like ridiculously early, but this is a 90s inspired book where the lead has to go back in time to help her mom win prom queen, which I think is very, very fun. And it comes out in April, which again sounds great. She also hasn't written a book in a while, and I think I'm fully caught up on her backlist. So this will be a nice treat. And I was born in the 90s. I grew up in the 90s, so 90s inspired books I always like. Late 90s as well. Like, I hope it's late 90s and not early 90s, because, well, we'll see. Because I read one. I read The Mall, I think, and that was like early 90s, and I didn't get any of the references, so hopefully this one's late 90s. If I See You Again by Robbie Couch is like a Groundhog Day retelling, but this one is LGBTQ+. And it gave me See You Yesterday vibes, so yeah, this is exciting. It comes out in April. And also I have 16 and Pregnant, which is an MTV imprint that came out of Simon & Schuster, and this is a girl that finds out she's pregnant, and her best friends have to like figure out what they're gonna do. So that's interesting, and it comes out in January. So and then I also have a couple of like Regency romances, which are for the YA set with Bridgerton. I knew this was going to pop as a trend, so I'm excited. We have The Davenports by Crystal Marcus, which I think is a great one. It's first in a frothy page-turning YA series set in the turn of the last century, featuring an all-black main cast. And this one comes out in January. And then we have Queen Bee, which is Joy Revolution, which is an imprint run by the Yoons. And this is Revenge is her opening move, but love might be her endgame. So these are really, really fun. There's another one I want to read, Dear Rita, I Murdered Him, which I would like to read as well. So I'm maybe going to do a reading vlog for these as well. And now let's get into the thrillers. Three Drops of Blood by Gretchen McNeil is a murder mystery set in the theater industry, which is perfect for me. We're actually doing a show this year, so this one will be nice. I'm really excited. It comes out in March or April. I think the date has changed. I got this really early at ALA. But I think she has to, like, she's an assistant. She has to try to solve a murder where she's working. And we have a couple of, like, horror books, like light horror, I think. So we have Wild Blood by Lauren Blackwood, which is a forest horror, and this comes out in February. I want to read her first book, but this one sounded really interesting, and I got it for free when I bought a book. And then The Black Queen is a murder mystery. When the first Black Queen is killed, they have to figure out what happened. Another book I got from the Melissa De La Cruz Studio is Live Your Best Life. This is a YA mystery thriller set around Halloween, and there's a lot of like documents. So this one doesn't come out until January either, but I got it really, really early, and then I just never read it. So and then Immortality, I got the arc of book 2 from Anatomy. I'm really excited for this one as well. It gave me Stalking Jack the Ripper vibes when I picked it up. And then I also, this is like Tell Me What Really Happened by Chelsea Sadati, and this is just another like, I don't know if it's told in like a document or what, but she is missing, they were with her, and they don't know what happened. So yeah, that's interesting, and this one comes out in April. So I definitely think I'm going to have to do a mystery thriller reading vlog, because I have a lot of them that I'm super excited for. And I got this one at the panel for Source Books. Source Books was at Y'all Fest, and I just did not get to go to that because it was very, very busy and it was chaotic. But this is my art collection. Now I can't put this back in. Let me know in the comments if there are any books you would like to see me read early, or if you would like to see me do a reading vlog for about. I'm starting to plan my content for 2023 because I know my life's going to be a little bit chaotic because I am putting up a show. But if there's any reading vlogs you want to see me do, let me know in the comments and I'll try to make time for them. And I will talk to you tomorrow for my next BookMass video. Bye friends! So I'm also going to chat about the 3 middle grade arcs that I have that come out in early 2023. One is Heroes of Havisham Dragon Boy by Megan Reyes, and this is about dragons and magic. A runaway witch, a young soldier bound by fates, and destined to heal their fractured world as the song foretells. That sounds great. I want to read more older middle grades, and this one sounds great, but it just, middle grades are like a warm hug. Another middle grade is The Moth Keeper by Kay O'Neill. This is the author that wrote the Tea Dragon Society, and I just love her thing. They're so sweet. It's like a warm hug. And yeah, so this one comes out in March. And then we have Spoonful of Time, another middle grade one that combines You Reach Me meets Love Sugar Magic, where middle grade novel where time travel, Korean family recipes, and family secrets collide. And again, I love books about food, so yeah. But yeah, so you're gonna see my next clip about the young adult contemporaries and mystery thrillers that I have for 2023. So let's go see that clip. Take it away, Laura. So when I go to Comic-Con every single year, they have 1,000 adult books that they're dropping, and these are the 4 that I was really intrigued by, which means I kept them. So the first one is The Curator by Owen King, and this comes out in March. And it is a Dickinson fantasy of illusion and charm where cats are revered as religious figures, thieves are nobles, scholars are revolutionaries, conjurers are the most wonderful criminals you can imagine. I'm very intrigued by this. This sounds really unique and really different. It gives me Narnia vibes. So yeah, I'm really excited for this one. Also, The Foxglove King by Hannah Wooden is another one that I'm so excited for. This one comes out in March. This cover is so pretty. I want to read Hannah Wooden really badly, but I feel like I should read her first one. I got this one at New York City Comic Con for a password drop, and I'm super excited for it. Emily Tesh Had Some Desperate Glory, which comes out in April. And this also takes place on like a space station. The Stars Undying by Emma Robin did come out in November, but it is on this list and I haven't read it yet, so I'm gonna keep it sticking here. But this is like a Cleopatra Anthony retelling. So this one is actually technically already out, but it just was in my stack. Anyway, and then the last couple of middle grades I'm going to talk about is A Spoonful of Time by Flora Ann. This comes out in April. When You Reach Me meets Love Sugar Magic in an unforgettable middle grade novel where time travel, Korean family recipes, and family secrets collide. So I'm excited. I love books about cooking, and especially quick ones, especially during readathons. The Moth Keeper by Kay O'Neill. This is the same author that wrote what would she write? The Tea Dragon Society. This is a new one. This comes out in March, and I'm really hoping I like this. I really liked her Tea Dragon series. And then Heroes of Havisham Dragon Boy by Megan Reyes. This is a powerful cast of characters and epic tale of dragons and magic. So this is another middle grade, and this comes out in January. So yeah, I hope you guys like that. I never really done like an art collection before, but because we're going into 2023, I want to make a judgment call like what I actually read before the end of the year. That will sort of be a fun test for me to just see if I get the arc, if I read the arcs that I get from conventions, and that might dictate what I actually wind up picking up. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys for my next video. Bye friends.